Hello boys and girls, welcome back to Robin's Taste. It was a long time ago that I did a YouTube movie update video, but I figured that I got the time and I really want to play some effort into it, so let's do this. We'll start off the bat with AntMan. I am very tired of superhero films. I'm extremely sick of it. It's gonna implode everywhere and it feels like it's just the same thing all over again. Very repetitive. Ant-Man is basically a heist movie gone very good, with supernatural stuff to it. I love the build-up towards the end, that is very epic, and I love that they keep on drawing your attention till the battle actually begins, versus the bad guy. And the hero of this movie, played by Paul Rudd, who's excellent, is a character who you actually give a damn about. He feels similar to Tony Stark in the first Iron Man, like he has this power that he's trying to control and do something good about, and I like that. It drives my attention going. Then we got Six String Samurai. I heard the title, never seen the movie before in my whole life, never heard of it, so I checked it out and it's kind of campy. What happens if America was bombed to death by the Russians, who's taking over everything except for Las Vegas, which is the only place that America can control? And what if the president is Elvis Presley? And what if Elvis Presley dies and a couple of people is gonna go there and try to apply to become the new Elvis, the new president of Las Vegas? This movie is really boring. I mean, the concept is good, but it doesn't look that particularly interesting. It has a lot of bonkers moments and a lot of villains and a lot of comedy and some pretty cool action scenes, but it was just too silly for me. Red Rock West. Nicolas Cage, Dennis Hopper and Lara Flynn Boyle, they all starred in David Lynch movies. And what's happened if you place them all in a film noir story taking place in a small town where a conspiracy to kill a mysterious character's wife is going on. And Nicolas Cage is mistaken for being the killer, so he finds out about this complot and is trying to stop it. It's a pretty cool concept, and I do actually like the way the movie plays out. However, there is no particular scene that makes you want to go, wow, this is really intense, you know? It's more like the story and the characters are the only thing that drives through, while the movie can have some sort of a epic final fight that make you go, oh shit, this is damn good. But no, there's nothing that really feels interesting or particularly standing out from the rest of the movie in this particular film. And that's the downside of it. So I still think it's a worth to check out, but I'm not super proud over the result. It could have had more, you know? R.I.P.D. Rest in Peace Department. You have a good A-list star starring in this movie. Jeff Bridges and Reynolds is great actors, and they're doing a great presentation in this film. However, the script is non-existent, it's all over the place, and it doesn't really bring you any interest into what is going on. The dialogue should have won a Razzie for the worst dialogue ever, because the jokes fall flat, as you keep on wondering if it's supposed to be a joke or if it's supposed to be serious. You don't get it. It's so bad written. And also, it's just so dumb. This movie's so bad that it's almost good, and that is a bad merit. This film should at least have won some kind of a Razzie Award, because the CGI is lazy and the film is just stupid. Event Horizon. I've talked about this movie before. It's a cult classic horror movie that deserves to be seen, and you can't really find any film out there that could be similar to the hardcore factor of this movie. It's extremely violent, very bloody, practical effects, and I think it was the last movie that I can remember from a time-wise perspective that was so very violent. Yet again, it was a bomb off. It didn't work when it came out on the cinema, but many years later it did work, and it has a cult following. And I totally see why, because this is definitely a movie that is so hard to explain, and it's very hardcore. The Man Who Fell to Earth, starring David Bowie. This is of course a tribute to Bowie passing away. However, this movie is very hard to explain. It's very inconsistent in its storytelling, and I mean that in a positive way, because you think a lot after being watching it, like, what does that scene mean? What happened there? What happened there? It's a movie you have to see multiple times to really truly understand and get a hold of. But it's a very interesting movie and very hard to explain, and it's definitely a movie that I'm gonna check out again. Even though it was a bit too long, it has something very interesting about it, and I can't really come up with what it is, but it's definitely a movie worth to check out. It's like a mystery, the entire film, the way it works, you know? Anyhow, that's it with today's movie update. Thank you very much for watching, take care now, goodbye.